Good morning, Rod. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning. I'll let everybody get in before I hop on camera with you, Missy.
Not a problem. Um, I usually wait a few minutes after the 11 o'clock hour for people that are getting off work or they might be struggling with technology. So, would it be inconvenient for you if we waited till 5 or 10
Missy, I
after?
can't hear you.
Oh, we're fine.
Rod, is that okay?
Yep, that's fine.
Okay. And will Gio be joining you?
Gio is here, yes.
Oh, hi. Good morning. How are you?
I am great. How are you?
I'm wonderful. I'm super excited about today's Zoom.
Same here. Same here. I'm glad we made it happen.
Okay. I'm trying to make sure that I have given you permission to share. So it looks a little different today. So let me make sure. Host tools for share. Mm, Okay. I think I've given you permission.
All right, I'm going to test and see if I can do it. Maybe.
Okay. I'm gonna get tighten things up on my end. Someone joined with the Samsung. Could you give me your name so that I can name you? Okay, I can see your PowerPoint.
Sounds good. The PowerPoint itself isn't how I
Yes.
thought it would look, but I like it.
Yeah. Um, Good morning. Who has the Samsung? Could you tell me what your name is?
Good morning.
Good morning, Jazz.
Good morning, y'all. Happy Saturday.
Good morning.
Happy Saturday.
Good
Good morning.
morning.
Miss Missy is Tariq, Tarik, the Samsung.
Oh, how'd you know?
He wrote it in the chat.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm trying to, it's not letting me do it, but I'm working on it. Good morning, Shanisha.
Good morning.
Hi, Aunt Missy.
Good morning, sweetie pie. Um, okay, I'm not sure why it's not letting me change his name. Okay, I'll do it. Okay, here it is.
Everybody see the PowerPoint okay?
Yes, I can. Yes.
All right, we'll give it a few minutes. I know, Missy, you mentioned you like to give folks time to get in, so I'll try to get it started around maybe 11:05, 11:07-ish.
That sounds great.
Sounds good.
So you guys, while we're waiting for the 11:05, 11:07, for the people that are here, can you come off, for the participants that are here, can you come off mute and just, say your name and where you're from, where you're currently from?
Mary Adeniran, Richmond, Virginia.
Nice.
And I'm Jasmine Peoples, and I live in Montgomery County.
Hello, I'm Tariq Roberts. I'm from Queens, New York, but I'm staying in North Philadelphia.
Valerie Cesar from Philly, currently residing in Stratford, Connecticut.
Good morning, Pamela Lewis, living in Montgomery County, originally from New York.
Anthony Williams from Wilmington, Delaware.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Shanisha Taylor, and I am in Phoenix, Arizona.
Okay, Rod and Gio, you can begin when you like, and I'm going to go on mute and let you take it from here.
Sounds good. Thanks, Missy. So good morning, everyone. I'm Rod Maynier. I am from West Philadelphia via Upper Darby these days. I work here at American Heritage. I'm one of the managers of the Center City branches, and I'm also a certified credit union financial counselor. So today we're going to talk a little bit about the credit union movement, so the differences between credit unions and banks. We'll also dive into some of the stuff our particular credit union does in the community, and then we'll also go into just some high level stuff about secure products, stuff you can do to build your credit, stuff you can do once you build your credit. And then after that, we'll dive into any questions, comments, and concerns. How's that sound? We'll take silence as an agreement.
Sounds good.
I also have Giovanni Strazzeri here with me. He is our regional assistant vice president. I believe he'll mostly just be here observing, but he'll chime in as well as needed, okay?
Thank you,
All
Rod.
right. So just jumping in, technology willing. Let me see. Oh, we got some floating animations. Let's go. All right. So just some of the differences between, banks and credit unions. Credit unions were designed to kind of be more so geared towards, helping the community, whereas banks, business is business. A lot of their job is to make profit. So credit unions are not-for-profit organizations. Do a lot of things as far as like keeping fees low, paying out higher dividends as a direct result of, again, not being for profit. You'll often see lower interest rates compared to banks. So if you've ever applied at a Bank of America or a PNC for like a car, for example, and then you came to a credit union, odds are that credit union is going to have a lower rate than what the bank would offer. Both entities styles are both insured. Credit union end, it's the National Credit Union Association. On the bank end, it's the FDIC. But one of the biggest things that sticks out when it comes to working and being a part of a credit union is credit unions are actually owned by the members. So the shares, the money that you have within the credit union, that represents you being part of the ownership essentially. Whereas for banks, shareholders, both entities again they have boards of directors, but on the credit union end, they're usually volunteer. They're not paid. Again, just living up to that not-for-profit philosophy. The board of directors on the bank end are usually paid. and even down to how we address our members. You all, as credit union members, are members, whereas the bank, they'll call you customers. So that's just a high level, quick overview of some of the differences. There's lots more, but again, credit unions are for the people. Not to say that banks aren't, but that's their primary focus. So us specifically, American Heritage Federal Credit Union, we are involved in the community in a variety of ways. So our founder, he actually founded a charity himself called Kids in Hope. The primary focus there is music therapy, which partner with CHOP. They do a lot as far as exactly straightforward, I guess, music therapy, instruments, donations, you name it. Pretty cool. Uh, big help as far as like the children who need that type of treatment. Um, we also have scholarships through that program. So every year, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, Gio, but Cecilia B. Grady Scholarship. That's
Yes.
one of the more prominent ones that's out there. But again, giving back to the community, children of the future, trying to get them in college and reduce those costs and that financial burden in that aspect. We also do a big event every year called the Grand Illumination. In my 2 years, I've actually volunteered both years that we've done it. And it's a beautiful event. It's usually in the wintertime, towards like November, end of November, but free hot chocolate, there's bands, fireworks, a lot of other things. I won't give you the whole event in the spirit of hoping you all visit one day. But it's a really cool event. We also partner with over 800 different workplace partners. So back in the beginning, like one of our more prominent ones, again, CHOP, the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia, just recently partnered with Jefferson. So not just healthcare though, again, with 800 different workplace partners, the reach as far as the credit union and the partnering with the community is far and wide. I won't go through every single one, but we do adopt a family, we do shredding, keeping people's information private. We let you bring stuff to our main campus and shred it every year. We do highway cleanups, food drives, you name it. The credit union is highly focused on giving back to the community as best as it can. Switching gears a little bit, as far as like working with the credit union, we send our employees, our staff, our managers through something called FISEP. Once you pass that process, you are considered or you are titled a certified credit union financial counselor. So if you see my name on the screen, that's actually a license or an accreditation that I have that I've passed. With that, that allows us that when you come in, we can give you holistic financial counseling. So a lot of what we do is we sit our members down. Even when you're opening a new account, we get the opportunity to see your credit report and we can talk to you about that. So we can sit you down and say, hey, you have this collection. If you can afford it, you might want to pay it off. Hey, you have really good credit. You might want to consider getting this type of product because you might not have such and such on your credit yet. Again, the reach as far as what we can talk about, that's also far and wide. All in the spirit of figuring out what the members' wants, interests, and needs are, and then helping them accomplish that accordingly. Oftentimes, in those consultations, you might come in for something as simple as help getting into your online account. And next thing you know, we're talking to you about applying for the credit card. It's not in the spirit of sales. Truly, we always strive for a yes in that aspect because we do genuinely believe it's something that can help your financial life. So that's, again, all of our employees, for the most part, none of them start that way, but we all go for that certification, again, in the spirit of helping the members the best that we can. Right. With that being said, we talk more than just about credit cards. We have tons of different products and services. You have your standard, savings and checking accounts, business accounts, youth accounts. Again, thinking about the children, helping them save for their futures, for college, stuff like that. Commercial loans. If you do have a business, we have merchant services. There's HELOCs, secure loans. We do partner referrals. So we partner with insurance companies. What else? Drawing a bank, real estate, a lot of different things that we offer. The two that we highlight here, and shout out to Missy, I'm sure you've all heard about one of them for sure, are our promotional loans. These are pretty unique within the industry. But biannually, we have a vacation loan that's usually in the summertime range. And we also have a holiday loan towards the end of the year for the holidays. These are great credit building promotional loans with low interest rates. And I know that Missy talks to you all a lot about utilizing those loans to build your payment history to help boost your credit. And then we also have general secured loans, which we'll talk a little more about, but usually auto, credit cards, general loans as well. But we'll dive more into that on the next slide. So diving into secured cards, these are, for me personally, if someone needs to build their credit, this is my lead recommendation. It functions just like a regular credit card, but you do get to almost pick your limit based on what collateral you want to put to the side. So for example, if you want to have a $500 limit, we hold $500 to the side. That becomes your limit. Secured cards are beautiful in the sense of if you've never had a credit card, if you've never had credit, if you are looking to rebuild your credit, it gives you an opportunity to, again, boost your payment history. And payment history is one of the heaviest aspects of a credit score. So again, kind of like on the slide here, it's great for credit building. It has its perks. We do, as a credit union, kind of going back to what I said earlier, those interest rates are typically lower, especially across the industry. Specifically to us, every time you swipe that card, we give a penny to that charity that I told you all about. There's no balance transfer fees. So if you ever had to like use your card to pay another card, or if you had to do a cash advance, there's no fee for that. So like using your card, kind of like an ATM card essentially to pull money off. Whatever you need, you can do with that card without repercussions, I'll say. And it's typically an easy approval. Again, it's a card designed to build credit. So we'll understand like if you don't have credit or if your credit's not in the greatest condition. Because again, one of the biggest things you can do with that card is build and build a better credit profile. It's accessible on our mobile teller app, as all our products are. We're big on self-service in the credit union, so anything you can do in the branch for the most part, you can do it online. But we're always happy to help you in the branch as well. But again, even though the secure card is one of my lead recommendations, everybody has different credit profiles. Everybody has different needs. That's why a lot of the times we'll ask you a ton of questions when you come in, regardless of what you came in for. So we have other different secure product types. I'll go through each of these. But you have mortgages and home equities. You're going to secure that with your home if it's a mortgage, and the equity in your home if it's on the home equity side. A lot of people will use, particularly home equities, a lot of people will use this, whether it's use the equity in your house to get money to pay off other debts, to fix your credit in that sense. Use the equity in your home to repair it with the hopes of building even more equity or more after repair value. You can do a lot of different things. And that's the beauty of like the financial product there. Mortgage, kind of straightforward. You're buying a home. You get the loan to buy the home. The home is securing that loan. We also do automotive and motorcycle loans. Autos are straightforward, cars, obviously. But motorcycles, for those who like to get on the open road on two wheels, they're going to be secured by that vehicle that you choose to get. One of our more unique products, I wish I saw more often. We don't typically see a lot of these, at least at my location, but we also do recreational vehicle loans. So think RVs if you're retired and you're driving across the states. ATVs like the four-wheelers, and even watercrafts like jet skis and things like that. We do have the ability to finance those as well. And then share loans. So if you do have money on deposit, but you're looking for a loan, whether like that money is in a CD, so it's not liquid, but we know you have the asset. We can give you a loan based on that, and that allows you to have that financial flexibility in that sense. So a lot of different products we offer, again, all depending on what your wants, interests, needs are. But we have those conversations with you to try to figure out how to help you carve a financial path forward. And quick presentation, but this is Gio and I's contact information on the screen. If you like what you heard, we'd love to work with you. Everybody has needs, everybody has financial goals, and we're here to kind of help with that. So I know that was fast, but we'll leave you a lot of time for questions. I'll leave time for Gio to add anything he wants to add, and we'll open the floor.
So, Gio, were you going to say something?
No, just wanted to reiterate. Hi everyone. So Rod couldn't have done a better job, but I want to stress out how important for us is to build the relationship with the member. Uh, we really concentrate. We want to know as much as possible when the member comes in so that we can give the best recommendation. And that really is not something that we take lightly. I think that every member has their story, every member has their financial struggles, and every member has a different goal. So the moment you join the credit union, we really dig deeper into, building that trust, because the moment the member feels comfortable, the better we can understand how we can help them. So, like Rob was saying, obviously it takes a long time to build credit and it takes a minute to drop credit. So we really focus on reviewing credit reports. We really focus on what happened to this credit to where we need to fix it first, and then we can build upon it, right? So a lot of our members come in asking for secure product, but we don't stop there. So just one secure product is not enough sometimes to build credit. It's a start. We focus on creating a plan for them. That's where the FICEP certification comes in, to where we start with what went wrong and then we build towards that goal. If the member is planning on buying a home in 2 years, okay, let's make a plan, right? What do we need to do in the next 2 years to get you to that goal? Same thing with the auto loan, same thing, even with just balancing their bills, right? Some members struggle even with that. So I want to focus a lot that our main vision is to really build a relationship so that the members comfortable sharing. And the more they share, the more we can help with. So just wanted to add that to the presentation. So we have
Okay.
seems like we have a question.
Yes.
Missy, are you okay with me addressing the question?
Yes. Here's what I'm going to do. Pam, come off mute, introduce yourself, let Gio know where you are in the process, and the next two steps that we have for you. Sorry about that, you guys.
Good morning. I'm in the process of working on my debt. So my question is what I put in there. Is it possible to make an appointment with someone to go over my credit report and know what to tackle first?
Absolutely. Yes. So I'm assuming you're not a member yet. So what we
Yes,
do.
I am a
Oh,
member.
you are.
Yes.
Thank you.
Nice.
So yes, there's two ways. If we can certainly definitely make an appointment for you if you want to stop by or even over the phone. Absolutely. The way to review credit is, unfortunately, we have to pull credit on our
Absolutely.
side in order
Right.
to review it.
Right.
Or if you already have access to your Experian credit report on the app,
I
we can
do.
certainly take a look there
Okay.
and start making some suggestions. And then if you're interested and things that we're saying to you make sense, then we can talk about what product we can help you achieve so that we can consolidate some debt depending on the debt
Yes.
that you have. And
Okay.
yep, for sure. So if you decide to email us or call us directly, Rod and I can set you up an appointment with the first available person or ourselves if we're available on the day that you wish to discuss.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Great
Okay.
question.
And my, excuse me, my second question, I am a member.
Okay.
And when I joined the company I was working for, y'all had a bonus that you make your direct deposit, and then within, I don't know, 90 days, I think it was, you get $300.
Okay.
I haven't gotten that yet. I
Understood.
believe I did all the requirements. I had to spend 30, use my debit card 30 times or something like that. So
Understood.
someone can review it and see if I,
Absolutely.
okay,
Can you please send us an email with your full name and everything, and then we're gonna call you. We have to review your account to see
okay,
what happened.
right,
And did you? So for the 300, so the 300 is usually a promotion for a workplace partner. You said
right.
you work for
RHD.
RHD, yes, I recall that being one of the partners. So I had to follow up with our business development department on what is the delay on that for sure.
Okay,
Yep.
great. Send the email to who?
To either to both me and Roderick. That way we can
Okay,
look into your account and we can call you. Just put your best phone number in there
okay,
so that we can call you directly and review your account so that I can make the necessary call to the right department to get you
okay.
that
And
credit.
these are your emails here attached to that contact, right?
Correct.
All
Correct.
right.
Yes,
Thank you.
of course.
All right. So, Gio, what's important to know is Pam is at the point where we were waiting on you, and I've helped had her organize her stuff. I know you got to pull her report on your side, but I had her organize what she owes as far as debt. And
Beautiful.
we're at the two things that we want to do, if it makes sense, is we want to consolidate her debt. And the second thing is, she has a car that has like 23% interest, and we want to see if it makes sense to refinance with you.
Absolutely, absolutely. Depending on credit and on the equity of the car, our interest rate stop for the low end credit at 18%. So even if it is on the higher side, it's already way lower than what she has. And depending on their credit, we can go even lower, even as down as 6% right now. So we definitely should discuss because it's 22%, it's a ridiculous interest rate. Yes, absolutely.
Okay. All right. Cam, you good with that?
Yes, I'm good. Thank you.
Thank
All
you.
right. All right. So the next person I'd like you to meet is Valerie. Valerie, if you can come off mute and explain where you are in the process, and hopefully you'll be able to get a meeting with them as well.
All right, good morning. Um, so right now my goal is to do a debt consolidation, to get a debt consolidation loan. And I am while I know my experience right now is at 633. Will I still need to be at 640, or can I still speak with someone in regards to going ahead to get that personal loan, that consolidation loan?
So, Valerie, it really depends. Again, without looking at the credit, it's hard to assume, but the
Okay.
conversation needs to start because Valerie, is not necessarily the credit score itself. It's what else
Okay.
is going on the credit. Your credit might be on the C tier right now, maybe because there's high balances, but not necessarily because your credit is bad, right?
Okay.
So it really depends. When we underwrite these loans, we take in consideration a lot of things. The payment history, like Rod was saying, the amount of credit and debt, the debt to income ratio, what is your income in relation to your debt, and then we make a
Okay.
decision on what is the best product to assign to you. So necessarily a 633 can be because you have high balances and not necessarily because the credit is low for other reasons.
Okay.
So it's always worth a discussion. And until we review credit, even if we're not able to consolidate all the credit and the debt right now, we might be able to put you in a product where we can consolidate something in terms of reducing your monthly payments and reducing your interest until you build enough credit to consolidate everything all at once. So it is worth a discussion, Valerie, no matter what, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Okay.
Valerie. To expand on that a little bit, Valerie, we see members all the time where I kind of mentioned one of the examples earlier. They own a home. You kind of use some of that equity in the home to pay off some of your debts.
Mm-hmm.
It also, without even taking out a loan product, you could be in a situation where you have a credit card balance and you pay that balance off, and now your utilization of your credit card comes down, can shoot your
Mm-hmm.
credit score right up. So, to Gio's point, it can be your score, but it also can be what specifically is on your credit.
Understood. I know. Well, I've been a patron for American Heritage for quite some time, or quite a
Nice.
long time.
Good for you.
And one thing I commend is that there's times I wish I still had this lady's card, but I used to go to the branch,
Mhm.
and just have her look over my credit report. And she just very happily pulled my credit report, sit down with me, help me understand what's going on with my report, what I should work on, this, that, and the third. So that's one thing that I really, admire about you guys, because you're so very personable, and then before meeting Missy, I didn't utilize any of the products that American Heritage had. I didn't know. So hopefully this time around, asking for, a debt consolidation loan, hopefully it, as Missy say, building a relationship with you guys. Hopefully, I could be in a position where I can get the debt consolidation loan and move forward in my credit journey.
Absolutely.
Valerie, I have a challenge for you, Valerie. I'm here until 2 o'clock today. My email's on the screen. I want to see an email from you with good times to call you next week before 2 o'clock. How's that sound?
You don't have to tell me twice. I'm off Monday, actually.
I am as well, but I'll find you another day for sure.
Another day? Okay, no, that's not a problem. I will make sure I make a day for you. That's not a problem.
Sounds good.
All right, thank you so much.
Okay, before we move on to the rest, there's something I need to clarify for the participants, because there a few of them are about ready to apply for the vacation loan. Could you confirm the date it begins and the date it ends? We're getting conflicting information.
Understood. So I had to check with the lending department, but historically, every year is May 1st is the first day that you can apply, and the promotion ends June 30th. Missy, I can literally let you know probably Monday with the exact date, but it's always the same every year. I don't foresee them making a change this year. Even after, as long as you apply by June 30th, even if you go into July to disperse the loan, it will still be available at that rate as a promotion. So from May 1st to June 30th.
Thank you for that clarification. All right, so I'm going to open the floor for other questions. I had those two start because they were there at the top of the class as far as next steps and with American Heritage. So anyone can feel free to come off mute and ask questions to Gio and Rod.
I do have a question. By any chance, do you guys do car insurance? Do you guys do that?
So we do, yes. So we do it via a partner referral. So what is it? Liberty Mutual, Gio, or is it Nationwide?
It's Kenny Agency, so which is it can be Liberty Mutual. The cool thing about our partners is we put the referral in, an agent will call you, Valerie, and that agent will compare your current policy. If you have one with different companies throughout the credit union and throughout the country, and then it will match whatever the same coverage is to the lowest price. And it can be Geico, it can be State Farm, it can be anybody else, it can be also a secondary company that is not one of the primary ones. But basically, what they do is they match the entire policy coverage with different companies until they find the perfect fit for you. And as a part of the credit union, also you might get also discounted prices depending on what the agent has going on. So definitely worth a conversation, and it's a free consultation too, to where the agent is literally just talking to you about your coverage, reviewing your policy, and see if there's something we can do to match it or diminish it.
Yeah. Right now we had USAA, and so we need to get on that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
And when you schedule your appointment with Roderick, it's going to be very easy for him to just put the referral for you, and you should get a call usually within 24 to 48 hours.
Okay, I need the insurance like yesterday, so I'll probably email. I'm going to email as we speak.
Absolutely, yes.
Sounds good. It's a really cool program. I've done it myself. They saved me 10%. So
really,
Yep.
Let me get on this computer right now. Hold on a second. Let me go do
We
that.
like the
Okay,
excitement.
thank you.
You're welcome. Good question. Who else?
Good morning. I have a question. It's two questions. So the first one is, what's the best way to pay off a student loan? And the follow-up question is, would it be wise to get a credit union loan, pay the student loan people, and then just have the relationship with the credit union and the loan?
Yeah, great question. So, I'm biased, obviously. I would say, of course, it's better to have the relationship with the credit union. But specifically to your question, while we don't have a specific student loan product, it really just depends on your individual situation. So, if it was like, hey, you have like not 90,000, for example, but say you have maybe 8,000, 7,000 left, but the rate is crazy. You can look at a personal loan, for example, and odds are we probably will have a better rate than your student loan. If it's a bigger amount, it depends. Our personal loans can go high. But if it's not like if it's out of our range as far as a personal loan, that's when you can start looking at like, hey, if I own my home, I can use that equity. I know I've said that a few times here, but we have ways for members to get funds to pay off other debts. A lot of it is going to depend on the rates. So if your student loan rate is high, it definitely makes sense to come explore what the credit union can offer.
So to add to that, Mary, worst case scenario, it really depends on the amount because if the amount is too high, our personal loans go to a certain limit. And then that's when we use secure loans, as Rod said. We also partner up with Sally Mae to see if Sally Mae has an idea on how restructuring your student debt to save you some money on the interest rate. So again, it's a little bit of a deeper conversation because it really depends if your loan or subsidized. It depends also on the amount of the loan that you're trying to basically consolidate. I did help a friend of mine in terms of using some of his equity that he had in his car to get rid of most of his debt, and that's the way we kind of took it off from the student loans and we made it more of a title loan against the car. But it really depends on the situation and the amount of the debt that you have. Not sure if what we're saying makes sense to you or not.
Oh, it makes sense. Thank you both so much. That makes
No
perfect
problem.
sense.
You're welcome. Thank you. You all have some really good questions. Who else has one for us?
Give me a moment. I might think of another question.
I did have another question. This is Pam. On that vacation loan, you said it starts in May.
Yes.
Now, what does your credit score have to be in order to qualify?
Different criteria. So the promotional loans go from a different criteria that it does not necessarily includes a ratio. So to be honest with you, Pam is basically as long as you have direct deposit with the credit union because it's a payroll deduction, unless you have you unless you add collections on loans that were issued to you by our credit union, the odds of giving you the loan are very high because they're meant for people that need $1,200, which is the max, to pay, go on vacation or pay some little debt that they have on the side, whatever the case may be. So the answer to your question, as long as there's not many collections or the credit union didn't have to take a loss on your membership, 99.9% of the time you will get approved automatically upon payroll.
Okay.
And it's 15.95 interest rate, up to $1,200 for 12 months payments or biweekly payments, which is 26 payments.
Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I have a question. What does it look like to use equity? How do you use car equity?
Car equity. Okay. So in order to, so two ways. You might have a current auto loan someplace else. Let's say you have a car loan with Capital One, right? So you have 10,000 left on the loan, but the car is worth 15,000. So what we do is we refinance the car for 10, we bring it from Capital One to American Heritage, and then we issue you cash for the remaining 5,000 because your car is worth $15,000, but your loan is only 10. That's how you use the equity in terms of refinancing your vehicle to get some cash out and use the equity. If you own the car uh, completely and the title is clear, whatever the equity of the loan is, of that car is, we do a loan against it. So let's say you finish your to pay your car, and now the car is worth $8,000. You can borrow up to 8,000 or above. Sometimes we go over the equity if you have good credit. Um, did that does answer your question, Mary?
Yes, sir. So would like taking a next step to do that, is that a phone call to the credit union?
Yes. If
Okay.
again, if you if you want a personal, since we know basically some of your situation already, if you wish to contact me or Roderick, we can literally take the application over the phone. We can schedule an appointment to where you meet us, and we can discuss even further if you have other things to do that you want to discuss. However, you want to do it. If I'm not mistaken, you said you live outside the state, right? So a phone call is probably the best way to communicate, right?
Yeah, yeah, I'm outside
Yes.
the state. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Yes.
That sounds good.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the beauty of it is when you do actually put an application in, obviously it's a very easy application. It takes minutes as far as the application itself, but that's a moment where now we're actually going to have the most up-to-date credit report right in front of us. So we can look at that credit report and say, hey, Arlen and the team might ask you about this because I see this, or hey, you have really good credit. In addition to what you're asking for, you might want to think about this. It can be a really fruitful conversation. So I do encourage you to reach out as soon as you can.
For sure. Because at that point, Mary, we should be able to look at the student debt and make a decision there too.
Mhm.
Thank you both so much. That sounds wonderful.
You're welcome.
I have a question as well. So, say if you set up a loan, I heard you mention that in order to be qualified, it has to come out direct deposit. What happens if something happens to your employment within that time?
Got it.
Are you still able to pay? How does that work?
Yes. So Jasmine, basically, that one is just for the promotional loan.
Yes.
So the promotional loan is payroll directly. If something happens to where you're switching payroll or you lose your job, unfortunately,
Mhm.
there's two things there. It really depends. If you have the means to pay it, you can pay it directly by transferring from the checking account, coming to the
Mhm.
branch and paying it in cash or whatever the case may be. If you need to restructure the loan because the income that you lost right now, you're not able to pay it in full, then
Mhm.
all you need to do is contact us so that we can put you in with our asset recovery department and they can restructure the loan uh, to fit your needs. But
Okay.
if you're just applying for a regular personal loan, a regular car, a regular mortgage, or whatsoever, does not have to be payroll deduction. It can be an auto transfer, it can be a coupon, it can be that you pay it on your own whenever you want to. That
Oh,
payroll limitation is only to the promotional loans of $1,200.
promotional. Okay. Thank you so much. I am a member. I love you guys since the start, and you guys are
Of
so informative, and I appreciate you guys being here today. Thank you so
course.
much.
Thank you.
Appreciate that. I'll actually expand on what Gio was mentioning there. With our loans, you also have the option for literally pennies a day to add something called debt protection.
Right.
There's different levels of it. So if the most unfortunate occurs, there's death, but there's also disability and involuntary unemployment. So you have ways to actually get that insurance, and it can cover months of the loan at a time. It can cover the entire loan, just depending on what coverage you pick. Um, but that is something that I always talk to my members about because life happens.
True.
That is a great point because it happened to one of my members not too long ago, Jasmine, that they lost their job, and we
Hmm.
were able through this little insurance of a couple dollars a month, we were able to stop the payments for 90 days until they got another job,
Okay.
and they
Oh, that's
didn't.
amazing.
Yes, so
Hmm.
basically The credit was not affected at all. The policy that was issued for on the loan paid the loan off, and that member was able to get a temporary other job and restart the payments from that point
Yeah.
without losing basically money and not affecting their credit. Actually, the credit went better because we stopped it, you know?
Okay. All right. Thank you, guys.
Yep.
You're welcome.
Okay. Tyreek and Deborah, do you have any questions for Gio and Rod?
At least tell us y'all learned a lot from the other group's questions.
Right. So everyone is not here, but as the other participants get to the point where Valerie and Pam are, is it okay that I send an introduction email to the both of you with that participant copied so that you can help them like you're going to help Valerie and Pam? Would that be okay?
Absolutely. Yeah. Valerie did not waste any time. She already emailed us, which is
I
great.
got the email.
Challenge complete, Valerie. Thank you.
Yes.
I don't play no games, Missy. No, I don't play. I do not play.
Yes, absolutely. We welcome any introduction. We would like to help as much as possible. So please, yes.
Okay. I'm going to ask the participants again. Do you have any questions? This is the time to ask.
I actually do. I
Okay,
do have a
great.
question. Just curious. So, doing this whole credit building well, for me, is to purchase a home, whether it's through USDA or with FHA. So how can I ask? So, like, how can you help in the journey of like buying a home when we go through these programs with these two options, USDA or FHA? Do you guys do like, do you guys have like a money down program or anything like that?
Right.
Yeah,
So,
you're gonna love this
Valerie,
answer.
we can talk for an hour about everything that we can do, but I'll simplify it. I'll simplify it for you, and Rod can add if I'm missing anything. But the moment you're ready, credit score wise, I'm assuming after we talk and you're ready to make that move, you have to get into the mindset that purchasing a home throughout the entire process of finding a home, the entire process of underwriting, it can be a 60 to 90 days period, right? So what we do is the moment you put the application in, depending on your assets, if it is the first time that you're buying a home, we have the first time buyer program. One. Then we have an additional program. It's called Home Connection Program, to where we partner you up with a realtor, and the realtor helps you find a home. The lending underwriter decides if you have enough assets to go FHA or conventional whatsoever. And then, because you're part of that program, you get 20% of the realtor commission towards your closing cost. So there's so many benefits that we can add to the mortgage application the moment you're ready to save you as much money as possible. I had an example to where we were able to provide over $2,500 to a member, to where the member was able to put that $2,500 towards the closing cost, and they just needed to come up with the other part, which was not much, to buy their first home in Philadelphia. So it was a very, very good thing, to where 50% of the closing cost we were able to provide for them. So, and there's other benefits, again, as that you might qualify for, depending on credit score, depending on first time buyer, depending on how much you put down. So we guide you through the entire thing, but it starts with you being ready, you put in the application, and then the loan underwriter and the realtor are going to help you get all these benefits throughout the 3 to 4 months journey.
Now,
Yeah.
also, I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, Rod.
No.
Just want to add on to this, because being that I'm currently in Connecticut, and and I just wanted to ask, because there's a possibility of either Connecticut or Maryland, but regardless of being out of state. I know you guys partner, I know you guys got shared branches, throughout the United States, because, I lived in Houston and I utilized the shared branches out there when I was living there. However, regarding going through the home buying, can you guys, or are you guys able to refer or
Yes.
partner
So
up with others with the same as if I was in, how can I say?
right.
Do I
So
get the same process as if I was in a Philadelphia, as if I was a Philadelphian? Do I get the same process out of state?
not necessarily as a Philadelphian, as a member of the credit union.
Oh, okay, okay,
So what happens, Valerie, is obviously the realtors that belong to American Heritage are not going to be able to basically help you out of state because they don't live there. What we do is we do the mortgage through American Heritage means, but we then partner up with realtors around your area, for example, Keller Williams or whatever the case may be, right? To where they are taking care of helping you find the home and go through the process, but the mortgage will still be through American Heritage, which we use Midwest for most of our mortgages. So the answer to your question is the trick there is being a member, not necessarily where you live.
understood. Thank you.
One other question. Do you have, I wanted to open up a savings account for my grandson.
Mhm.
Do you have accounts for children?
We do. We call them youth accounts. How old is your little guy?
He's just turned 15.
15? What is that? Young independence, young
So
adults?
that one is going to be a
Benjamin's Money
Benjamin account.
Club.
Yep.
So yeah, we have different tiers of them. But yeah, in my mind, I just refer to them as like custodial like accounts. But yeah,
Right, right.
we do offer those. They function just like our regular accounts.
Okay,
We'll hold the 15 to the side. You'll be on there as the joint. But yeah, your grandson will be listed actually as the primary owner. So kind of gives
okay,
him that feeling of like I'm nearing adulthood. I have an account. So it's a
right,
good thing to do. I highly recommend it.
right, yes. Okay,
And
thank you.
just to add to that, the moment he turns 16, Pam, what happens is if he has a state ID, he can be on the account by himself, and if you wish to give him full access, then you can. So the
Okay,
Benjamin account becomes an independence account, and then once he turns 18, it becomes a youth account between 18 and 22 years old, because
okay,
to where you don't need to be involved anymore if you don't wish to, because
okay,
you had enough time to, teach
right.
him how
Okay,
to balance the account.
all right. The thing is, I'm here in PA. He's still in New York. So how do I open up that account with him? Does his signature need to be on the account? Or
Right.
is,
Are you an iPhone user?
yes,
So we have a service that's similar to FaceTime called Vanna. It's our video advisor network.
yes.
You two can hop on a call and do anything you can do in the branch, you can do on Vanna. So
Okay, great.
yep, that'll be right in your app store. If you just type American Heritage Vanna, it should pop up.
All right. Appreciate it. Thank you for all the information you guys gave us today.
Of course.
Absolutely. Not a single bad question amongst the bunch. I love it.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm going to ask again, Deborah, Kim, and Tyreek, do you have any questions for Gio and Rod? All right. And does anyone else have any questions?
I don't have any questions. It's my first time on a call. So I'm just listening to like what are the realm of topics that are up for discussion in these calls.
What'd you think of what you heard so far?
Oh,
What I heard, um, I like what I heard so far. It sounds like it's in the realm of credit and housing. Is it anything under the umbrella of products that American Heritage offers? That is that what this is about?
So we kind of covered a range. We talked about how credit unions and banks compare. We talked about
Mhm.
products in general, not like specifically. We talked
Okay.
about ideas. Like when we started taking questions from the group, we talked about ideas of like what their situations and what they can do.
Okay.
The biggest thing I would encourage, if you didn't catch the whole thing, is I do believe it's recorded. But I would encourage you all, take our contact information down, because if you don't have a question today, I'm sure you will at some point.
Yeah. I mean, Amber, basically what we're trying to accomplish this presentation is a little more focus on building credit and secure products, but
Mhm.
Okay.
we have a variety of products from a product and services point of view, not much different between credit unions and banks. We have checking accounts and everything else, savings, whatever the case may be. This particular presentation was a little bit more built towards building credit and consolidating debt and things of that nature.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Well, Amber, what is there something specific that you were wanted to inquire about?
Not yet. I just wanted to know what the realm was. I definitely didn't want to ask a question that had nothing to do with what the focus was.
You
Um,
can if you wish, if it is something that you inquiring whether it doesn't have to be related to secure products. If you want to ask anything, there's no such thing as a bad question like Rod said.
okay. Right now I don't have questions,
Okay.
but
Mhm.
yeah, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
What I will do is I will, Amber, email you Rod and Gio's contact information. So if at a later date you wanted to follow up with something that you hadn't considered on this call, you can reach out to them. Is that okay?
It's
Yeah.
good with me.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. So what I'd like to do with this time, since no one else has any other questions, Rod and Gio, I thank you for being so generous with your time. But what I would like to do is, as I wrap up this session, I would invite you to listen in if so that you can get a better understanding of how our workshops go, if that's okay with you.
Sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
All right, great. So I'm going to share my screen. Typically, I do this part of the presentation when we have new visitors. So if I can just get my screen to cooperate with me one moment. I'm trying to find,
I'll stop sharing on my end.
okay, I think you did already. Um, I'm not sure why it's not showing up, but hold on one moment. Okay, I think I got it. All right. So let me make it larger. Let's see. Everything looks different today. All right, you guys. So for everyone that's new to our workshop, it's every Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And the name of our nonprofit is nograyarea.org. Nograyarea.org. This is our email and this is the number that you can text and I'll follow up with you. And if you've never met me before, my name is Missy Corbin. So when I started this workshop, it was specifically for USDA, right? So who qualifies for United States Department of Agriculture home ownership? And they also have home repair. If you're earning $80,000 or less, you qualify. If you have SSI, disability, or Section 8, you qualify. Your Section 8, the value of that voucher, um, will be applied to your mortgage. This is a federal program, so it's available to anyone in the United States, including Puerto Rico. When you go through the process for the home ownership, the interest rate for if you're earning 80,000 or less is 1%. If you are earning more than 80,000, the interest rate will be between 2 and 4% with a term of 30 to 38 years. Those two things alone are great. There's no down payment. The closing costs are included. If your home that you choose requires some type of work, they can include that in the loan. The only time you're going to need money is when you go to sign the sales agreement. You'll need about $1,000 for like inspections and things of that nature. Any insurance that's homeowner related, um, you'll need that $50,000. Once you're approved, you can purchase an existing property, or you can use it for land or new construction. Or some people have an interest in modular homes. And then the credit building tools we use, we only work with American Heritage. You'll open a checking and a savings account, and I'll tell you why you need both. But if your credit score is not where it needs to be, you'll only get a savings account. We'll work on everything else so we can build your score so that you can open a checking account. You need to have a Credit Karma so that we can get an idea of where your Equifax and TransUnion is. Once you open your American Heritage account, on the dashboard, whether it's the app or the laptop, you'll see your experience score. So the main tool that we use is the holiday and vacation loan, and you have to set up once you open your account, you'll have to set up your direct deposit. Excuse me. You'll open your direct deposit, and once you're approved, not going to say once you're approved, but you'll get anywhere from 300 to 1,200. If you don't get the 1,200, that's fine. We just need you to at least be able to get the 300. Once you get the 300, they'll deposit the 300 into your checking account. Over 6 months, you're not going to touch that money for any reason. That $300 goes into your checking account. Over 6 months, they'll take $50, and every month they're going to report to the 3 credit bureaus. You paid on time, paid in full, and you're creating aging. So, and then once you satisfy that loan, you're going to rinse and repeat. You're going to do this every cycle. So you'll do the holiday loan, usually around October or so, and then you'll do the vacation loan, which is around May. And you'll continue that. Even after you leave this program, you're going to keep that working in the background. That's only going to have a positive impact on your score. Now, additional tools that we use are Kickoff. I keep meaning to change this, Kickoff and Self. Now, American Heritage deposited the money into your checking account. This Kickoff and Self, you're going to have to invest in that, but it's only $25 a month, and it's for 12 to 24 months. And once you complete that 12 to 24 months, then they give you all of your money back, and then we'll have a discussion, a one-on-one. Do you reinvest that into starting again, which I am encouraging you to start again, or are you going to use that money to get a secure card with American Heritage? We work on cleaning up your personal data. On your credit report, it should just have, my name is Missy Corbin. This is how it's spelled. That's the only variation that should be on there. This is my home address. This is my cell phone number, and this is my employer. That's everything else I want you to remove. I work with you one-on-one to pull your experience, Equifax, and TransUnion. We go through it with a fine-tooth comb, and then we also consult with the loan officer with the United States Department of Agriculture to determine, because you could have 25 entries, you could have $15,000 of debt. She's going to say all of it's important, but this is what I need you to focus on in order to get the loan approved. But we're going to do both things simultaneously, but we're going to be more aggressive on the points, on the parts that she wants us to get resolved in a timely manner. Now, this is the reason why you need your savings account with American Heritage. So the FDIC match program, you save $1,000 over 6 months, 3 to 6 months, and then you complete a financial literacy course online. And once you complete those two, the FDIC match program will match $4 for every dollar you save, which is a total of $5,000. You can use it for a down payment, a house, car, business, or education. Now, some people aren't going to be able to go through the USDA because USDA has specific areas that are eligible, and that may not be an area that someone else that some of you might want to be in, right? So what's plan B is to go through American Heritage for the FHA, and both of them require a 640 or above, right? So So that's the backup plan. And then the FDIC match, you can use it for a down payment on a house, down payment on a car. You can start a business, which will help you with your setting up your LLC and getting your Duns and Brad and start um, doing things to increase your business credit. So that's that. The application is 32 pages. It's very important that once you receive it from me, that you print it, review it, and gather the documents. You have to go through it with a fine tooth comb so that you can set expectations for yourself. You work on, set up a plan. Am I going to work on this 3 times a week? Am I going to work on it 15 minutes at a time? Or you have to make a commitment to yourself. And this workshop helps you with weekly accountabilities and check-ins. The purpose of this class is to reinforce program information, track weekly progress, provide support and solutions, and guidance from the loan officer. And as you see, also guidance from Geo and Rod's team. Um, the only Everyone that's in this class, because I've met with you one-on-one, qualifies for this program. The only obstacle is your effort. How much of yourself are you going to be diligent and hold yourself accountable for? So before I move on, does anyone have any questions about what I've said thus far?
No, not at this time.
Okay. In a effort to wrap this up, Shanisha, can you introduce yourself and let them know what you'll be speaking about?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'll keep it brief today because I know we're already over on time here. Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm really glad everyone is here with us again for another Saturday. For those of you who are new, my name is Shanisha. I am a financial strategist and educator. I'm a realtor. I'm a mortgage lender. I prepare taxes. I've got a lot of hats. They're all focused in the financial realm because that's just what I love doing. I am the owner and founder of a company called Wealthwise Ally. We help individuals and families to understand their money, to improve their credit, to position themselves in for bigger goals like funding, home ownership, long-term stability. For those of you who have been with us, welcome back. I'm very proud of you for staying consistent because that's where real change happens. Each week, we focus here on simple, practical strategies that help us connect with our everyday money habits and how to create real outcomes. This is a judgment free zone. We have no shame, no pressure, just progress. So, whether you're just starting out or you've been working on your finances for a while, this is definitely the right place for you to be in. So, welcome back, welcome in, and we hope to see you out again next Saturday where we can dive in.
Is that it, Shanisha?
Yeah, I mean, it's already overtime, so I don't want to hold everybody over today. So, we'll keep it
Okay.
short and brief today.
All right, no problem. Does anyone have any questions? It could be about anything. This is not Before we wrap it up, I'd like you to have an opportunity to ask anything that you might not have had a chance to.
Hello?
Hi, Tyree.
I do have a question, and I was just wondering, like, pertaining to marriage. I know with your credit, your credit is like kind of put together with the person you're married to.
Hmm.
What does it mean to be like legally separate? Like, how do I define that?
Okay. So, Rod and Jill, do you have any input on that?
So I'm sorry, Tariq. The question is, you said that you have assets and loans right now with your ex-partner, for what I'm understanding.
Yes, yes.
Got it. So I don't want to dig too much into your financials, but can you give me an example? Because it really depends on the type of asset that you have. Is there an example that you can give me that is tying you up as a joint or
Um,
something?
yes. Okay, so we have a car together. her name, she's the primary on the account. I am the co-signer, and I'm just wondering, like, is it possible to get my name off of it as a co-signer?
Uh, s- uh, Tariq, I'm sorry. For some reason, I can't hear you well. You said that you're joined on an account or a loan. I'm sorry.
On a loan, on a car loan.
Got it. So you are the co-signer. Is it what type of loan is it, Tariq?
It's a car loan.
It's a car loan. Okay. And she's the primary and you're the joint, I'm assuming.
Yes.
So I obviously I don't know where you're standing, but from a credit union point of view, in order for you to get out of the loan in terms of being removed, it's either your ex-partner needs to refinance it on their own and she needs to qualify, or you need to refinance on your own and you need to qualify, depending who wants to keep the car. So that basically the title can be switched to an individual account instead of a joint account. The other way to do this is to obviously pay the loan off, which is the best solution, or you will need to trade that particular car in and buy a new one by yourself or by herself. Am I making sense, Tariq? I'm not sure if
Yes.
that answered your question.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Does anyone else have any additional questions? Okay. So I'm not going. We didn't do too bad on time. So, but hopefully Rod and Gio will come back in a couple of months as we get new participants and as the current participants make significant progress, and they'll have new questions for you if that's okay.
Yes, we appreciate it again. We're going to follow up on the emails that we received with the so far with Pamela and Valerie, and then we'll go
Okay.
from there, but we're looking forward to the next one.
Okay. All right. So this has been a great session. I really appreciate you, Rod and Gio, being generous with your time and helping my participants understand about your products and services and how you can be instrumental in this journey. To my participants, thank you for coming and being present and being engaged. So with that being said, I'm going to wish everyone the remainder of the weekend to be a great weekend. And we'll meet again on Saturday. If you need me during the week, you can text me and I'll follow up with you. So everyone, have a great day and thank you for attending.
You as well.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank y'all so much. Have a great weekend, everybody. Bye, y'all.
Thank you so much. You have a blessed day.
Have a blessed day.